Aisitsu, my fellow Salotus, it is I, Chaos, and welcome back to, I guess, what's going to be an update of sort. Talking about how things have been, where I've been on the channel for the last month, and just kind of giving an insight to how the last week, a few weeks have been. Because I've been streaming still, but YouTube obviously is completely halted, and even then, streaming's been quite short, and there's a lot of reason for it. And a lot of it's had a big effect on me regarding direction and what I want to do with myself on my content. So I figured, because I'm not really like in the mood right now to edit videos, I figured I'd just take some time to talk to you guys about everything that's going on and let you all know the world around myself that is currently going on and how it's affecting the content we're doing. So let's go. So to start things off, in IRL world, I've got a new job, and this job has been something. It definitely has been something. I had to get out of my previous job because it was just giving me too much stress. Obviously, with the COVID pandemic hitting us for the last almost 2 years at this rate, it really changed the realm of retail, as I'm sure anyone could probably guess. Just not even working in retail, but also just working in shopping, you know, just being around retail, it was clear how much stress it was causing, because you had the crazy amount of people going out panic buying. You just had obviously a massive amount of demand, a massive amount of people to work on the situation, and it made what could already be quite difficult in retail even harder, which yeah, like, it was a lot to begin with. Obviously in the last few months it's calmed down a little bit, which is great. But the biggest stress for me was just the fact that my job entailed some things which just kept me worrying a lot. One big thing with me is if there's like an issue with something, I will very often sort of tunnel vision on it as opposed to look at good stuff. And one thing that you do in retail a lot is you have to like approve people of ID and stuff, and you have to consider the security of your job and what you're doing in it quite often. And there was a big stress of it because, especially being summertime, everyone's like crazy for alcohol. Like, that just came up so much. And I also just don't like doing it because it's like when you actually have to ID people, there can often be confrontation because they're obviously very upset at the fact you had to do it because it's your job. But there's like, oh yeah, well, you know, I'm definitely 18. It's just, you know what I mean? Regarding, if anyone who's been in retail or probably just been around people trying to buy alcohol, you know what the process can be like. And yeah, it sucks when you get your thing taken away from you, but the point is, I was just finding so many things about that job stressful. The whole ID thing was really a lot for me, and it just felt like I needed something new, something a little bit different. And currently, I'm working a new job. I'm doing 40 hours now, as opposed to 20, so I'm actually working a full 5 days a week at this rate. And it has been a... oh boy, that has been a journey in itself. And again, not a very good reason why I've not been doing streaming much or anything, because I have just been trying to work out how the hell people can do 40-hour weeks and somehow survive. It's just, for someone who's only done 20 hours for like the last 2 to 3 years at this rate, doing a full 40-hour job again was just like, God, that was a lot on the system. So having to like process that and try and work around my IRL life, sorry, not my IRL life, my sort of like non-working life around my IRL life. It's been difficult, my work life, essentially. So obviously doing streams and videos and all that was difficult to try and work out, because it's just like, when do I find the time to do it, and when, like, how much do I devote to it while also giving myself the free time? Because I always prioritize my free time before anything else. I know obviously I like making content for you guys, it's enjoyable, but I do value myself and the time I have to relax a lot more, because obviously if I'm not in a good situation, then I won't be doing content anyways. So I like to prioritize that, but I also need to find a balance of sort. I need to be able to get content out decently and have the time to relax as well during the week. And that has been something that's been difficult for me to figure out. I've obviously done streams here and there when I've had the time. My work schedule in general has changed days too, so on days where I would like maybe routinely try to stream, it won't always be the case. So it's gonna be an interesting one, especially while I'm still getting used to the job. Just this week actually, I had a bit of a meltdown because I was like, there's one part of the job I'm really not too comfortable with, and it's for a very similar reason to my previous job actually. But I'm like trying to slowly get around that. The job is The workload's fine so far. Like, I'm concerned it's going to get more and more, and it might end up, like, being a bit much for me. And if so, obviously, I'll bounce and find something else. But, you know, I'm just trying to get used to my new life right now, which is a very big reason why everything else around me has been very different. You know, the time I've had spending with people, the time I've had to do videos, edit them, time I've had to, obviously, stream, and, relax in general has been very difficult, and it's changed significantly. So that has easily been the biggest reason. I'm just trying to figure everything out right now, and I'm just trying to like, get a consistent level of what I'm doing in anything right now. Not just trying to get content out, but also just trying to live my life and enjoy it and give myself the proper time to relax and just work on that balance. And it's a very difficult process, so hopefully you guys can give me some time for that one. But the big thing I did want to talk about was actually regarding the content of the channel and stuff like that, because I've also had a bit of a moment in all this. A lot of it also kind of came after watching my good old pal Jason Bean and his return to his channel after a few months, which, by the way, dude, in case you're watching, great to have you back. Bloody missed you. But Jay was talking on his channel regarding, like, identity and what he wanted to do for content on his channel, right? About him pushing the channel in his own direction that he felt most comfortable with. And his direction has been Pokemon content, which I think is an amazing idea. Dude is hella into Pokemon. I've obviously seen him shiny hunt. I've seen him... I haven't seen him do any competitive battling yet, but I know he likes doing that, so that would be cool to see when it happens. We've been playing Pokemon Unite recently too, which has also been Pokemon content, so for him to sort of find his talking point and like his focus point on his channel is great. Also, sorry for the background. I'm not actually wearing headphones right now or have my soundproof border up. I'm just doing this completely unscripted without any proper setup. It's even being recorded through Streamlabs. I'm not even putting it in Audacity and editing it. Nope, it's a raw file. So hopefully it sounds good. But the point is, Jay has sort of like found his identity and he's like trying to push for his own identity in the spectrum of YouTube and Twitch as well, which is awesome for him. I'm really glad for him to be doing that, especially with like so many other things he was doing. There's obviously the Dave games, there's any other horror game he's interested in. Around the clock speedrunning was a big thing as well, and I think he still doesn't know what to do with that, but I like the idea that he sort of narrowed it down to what he wants to focus on. And this is where my side of it comes in, because I have actually, especially after seeing that, I have been considering the same thing, and I think I'll be doing the same. I personally want my content to go towards more of the genres that I'm interested in. Not saying that the Dave horror games or anything, or any horror game I play in general is something I don't like. I do generally like them. But I mean more regarding things that aren't that. And I think my biggest one would probably be the Phoenix Wright playthrough I've been doing recently on YouTube, which I actually changed to Twitch for a while because I was planning on just streaming it on Twitch for my more casual audience, people that are just kind of there to have a good time, because obviously with how the algorithm goes, YouTube is like a massive, it's a massive hit and miss system where just getting a bit of content up that's like completely different ruins everything. And I obviously don't do YouTube for a living. I don't. And I don't really care that I can't make money off of it and all that stuff. But the thing I can't deny is that it obviously does suck to do a video or anything on the channel and for it not to do well because of whatever reason YouTube wants to make for it. Like, I could put up a Dave game or something and it does pretty well, but then I put something else like the Phoenix Wright playthroughs up and they obviously don't. And there is an audience there, I obviously understand. There's horror fanatics who watch my channel and stuff, and I completely get that. But obviously, I've been doing other stuff that doesn't really click with people, and I've decided that I need to start doing content that sort of targets certain demographics and certain audiences, and also in certain genres too, because I want to try and give the channel more consistency regarding the content it offers. Because obviously I've been playing plenty of games here and there whenever I feel like it, but I now want to try and like nail it down a bit and get the content out that is applicable, I guess is the best way of putting it. Stuff that is like, there's a consistent theme to it regarding the genres and stuff, and are also still stuff I enjoy. So my three main ones currently are, I still will be playing horror games, so don't worry about that, we will be playing horror games, and after I'm done with the recently playthrough game of Our Savior Recon Culted. I will finally be jumping into Boofy's Bunker and getting that playthrough started, because I've been meaning to do that for ages and just never got around to it because I just kept getting distracted. And then the other two genres would probably be card games and roguelike games, because I obviously play those a lot in my free time and on my streams a lot, and I want to try and bring that content a little bit more to the channel. I haven't done a Hearthstone video in a while, nor have I actually really done a roguelike video like in forever on this channel. I think the last one I recall was my Organ Trail playthrough, which I don't even know if it's on the channel anymore, because I'm trying to remember if I posted that content up before I wiped a lot of my stuff because of the whole oh god, what the hell do they call that? The new procedure regarding kid-friendly content and stuff. Copper, that was it, yeah. I can't remember if that's actually still up or not, but I really do want to start doing some more roguelike stuff as well. So maybe play some FTL, maybe play another run of Organ Trail, and all these other roguelike games I have just sitting on my Steam library, which I haven't touched in any form of YouTube content for quite a while. And it might be because it's quite difficult to do those. Like, roguelikes can often go on for quite a while, and it's like, if you're doing a video structure, how do you want to do it? Do you want like 50-minute videos, or like really short, highly edited 20-minute videos, and stuff like that? I personally, I've always tried pushing for it where possible. I've always tried like editing my videos as least as possible and getting it consistently going. One, because it saves time, of course. But two, because I've always liked challenging myself to keep a commentary going consistently, like without it sort of dropping out from time to time. If I need to make an edit, then I obviously will. But I think now, especially with my new work schedule, I really want to try and push YouTube content a bit more. But I also don't want to like edit excessively on it, because especially with my editing software being as it is, it's just editing videos excessively will utterly destroy Camtasia, and I might not even be able to get the video out. So I think it will be cool. So I want to try and focus the content now on 3 particular genres, that being horror, card games, and roguelikes. Try and focus all that content on the channel, and try and keep everything else that I would do to like Twitch streams. So if I were to play, let's say, Phoenix Wright again, I'll play it on my Twitch. If I want to play a game like what's another good one? God, I'm thinking back on this, and I'm like, what other games do I play? And I just seem like a very uninteresting individual. You know what I mean? Just, if there's any game that falls into a different genre that I want to play, I'm probably going to leave that on my Twitch. So in case you guys are going to see the sort of variety content, that's where you'll see it now. And honestly, it's probably for the best, because a lot of people jump in regardless of the content and just chat for the sake of being people a lot on my Twitch, which is, obviously it's amazing. It's nice getting people there who are just like there to see the person, and not the content itself that's being made. Basically FNAF, you know, I don't like it when it's like that. So for everyone who's been watching my Twitch, I really do appreciate it. It's been great seeing like so many familiar faces over on my Twitch, and to see some more would be absolutely fantastical. So yeah, I think that's really it to say with all this. We've been going for almost 15 minutes. I probably edited a little bit of this, but not much of it. But no, that's really the whole thing about it. I've had a new job. The new job's done a lot of stuff. It's something I'm still getting used to. Trying to work it around my my working life and my free time life. I'm just trying to work out when's the best time doing content, when's the best time doing my hobbies, yada yada yada. But then also taking the time to reflect back and go, what should I do with my channel, and should I try to you know, make it a little bit more consistent regarding the quality and the content on there. And I'm like, yeah, that'd be a good idea. Let's get some card games on there, some roguelites, and some horror games. I do also want to maybe put my SWE series on there, which for anyone who doesn't know is a wrestling series I'm doing on my Twitch channel right now. I try doing an episode of it every fortnight, so every 2 weeks on a Saturday. But I might want to try and put some episodes of that up on the channel too. So that might be like the sort of oddity that we do on the channel from time to time, where it's just that one genre out of nowhere. Because it would be good to like archive those properly. So, but I don't know. We'll see how it goes for now, but that's basically it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys all enjoyed. I'll be back very soon with some more content. We've obviously got the Our Savior Recon Culted game to finish, and I'll probably find a time to do some more videos on like Storybook Brawl and maybe play some FTL. So, yeah, hope you guys all look forward to that. I hope you all enjoyed. I have been Chaos, you've been Ever One for Loins, as you always are. Until it's time, remember to do the usual, like if you enjoyed the video, dislike if you didn't, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, maybe go follow me on Twitter for this stuff, because in case you don't know by now, Inconsistency is my quality. Also got a Patreon down below where you can throw $1, $3 a month at me and get your name credited in my Patreon list at the end of the video. For anyone who's been doing that, thank you ever so friggin' much. But most importantly, of all things, ladies and gentlemen, take care, everybody. Sayonara.